Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Not just any video, kind of special video. Today I start the a very special Let's Play. You probably already saw by the title anyways. It's Sonic 3 and Knuckles for the Sega Genesis. And so for this game I wanted to do something special, like I said, because for me it's the best Sonic game there is. It's like, if I ever do a top 10 list of the best Sonic games, this one's gonna be in number one. I mentioned in my other video of Sonic 2 that that one is my favorite, but I acknowledge that this is the best Sonic game. So for the best Sonic game, we're gonna do something very special. Okay, so normally I either do raw emulation, like as in just download an emulator off the internet and play the game for you guys, or I have digital copies of games sometimes, but in this case we're gonna play the original. But playing the original is not as easy as you might think. Yeah, it's not easy at all. So okay, so what we have here is of course the Sonic 3, and we have Sonic and Knuckles, which is basically Sonic 4, but not really. So it's a long story, but at the end of the day, basically when they made Sonic 3, they split it up into two games. Kind of like an expansion pack, I guess, before expansion packs, before even the internet. For those of you who don't know, Sonic 3 was a really kick-ass game. I mean, it's up there with the best. But then they came out with Sonic and Knuckles, and everyone was like, "What the hell is that?" But basically, they couldn't fit the third game into just one cartridge, so they split it up into two. So how it works is that you get Sonic and Knuckles. See, like the cartridge is just kind of weird, right? It's not the same as this one. So what it is that this cartridge here opens up, and you plop this one on top of it. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's one game right there. Physically, it's one game. So now what you need is a Sega Genesis, of course. Down here, you've got one right there. We're gonna do a Model 2 today. I like more the Model 1, which I have back there, but I'm just gonna plop in an image of Model 1 right there through the magic of editing, because this won't be a live stream, at least not this episode. Further episodes of this Let's Play will be live streamed, and this whole explanation is exclusive to this first episode. I won't do this again. So okay, so you plop it in, right? There it is. So okay, so but obviously when the Sega Genesis came out, there was no HDMI. So how do you plug it in? Sure, you could go with regular TV. Sure, you could go with good old composite video, but that is garbage. If you try playing any of your retro consoles in an HD TV, or just an HD TV, sure, it has you can plug it in and it works, but it looks like garbage. The pixels look all jumbled up, and it just doesn't look clear. Like, you might think it looks like the games you download off the internet, or just the games you emulate. Hell no, it doesn't look anywhere near that. So what we're gonna do is use this thing called the Scart Converter, and I won't go too much into detail in it because I pretty much got hooked on this web series called My Life in Gaming. I'm gonna have a link to that in the description, because if you got retro consoles and you want to play them, that's the way to go. Those guys will show you how to do it. But be warned, it's like going down a Wikipedia rabbit hole. If you let yourself go and spend a bunch of money, you know, it's weird because I almost went down, like I went kind of halfway. Like I started buying all these different cables and adapters and stuff like that, but I'm pretty cheap. Like, so what it is that they'll show you about this thing called Scart Cables, and basically it's a really weird cable. What it is I won't unplug it, but here's the converter. So this big fat thing goes into the Genesis, and it's this really weird big connector that only came out in Europe. So this converter converts to HDMI, which goes into the TV. So normally these converters, this is the cheapest converter you can get, and this is 50 bucks maybe. But if you the more common one is this one called the Framemeister, and that one is a whole other beast. That one is probably the one to get. But it's like $300, and yeah. So I took a big compromise and bought the cheapest one, but basically it's only for special occasions. It's not really. So I hate to make this all about just that dumb thing when it's really a let's play, but it's you know, it's worth to explain this whole thing. What I was going with that is that, you know, at the end of the day, you want to play the games. You want to play the games, right? That's what you want. If you're a purist and you've got the money, go ahead and spend it. But as I bought this and started playing around with it and started, you know, seeing how my games looked and comparing them to how they play on an emulator, I honestly didn't see that big of an impact. I thought I was gonna get like really noticeable difference, like my games were just gonna run better, look better, and obviously maybe with the Framemeister they do, maybe with more expensive equipment they do, but I played a bunch of games back in the day on emulators and used ROMs, and really they played just fine. But anyways, if you're feeling nostalgic and you just wanna, you know, bust out the old consoles, the cables aren't that expensive. That's one thing. The Scart cables are like maybe 10-15 bucks each. They're not that. It's not that bad. I bought actually for all my Genesis consoles Scart cables, but it's the adapter. It's the adapter that makes the difference in sound and obviously video quality. So yeah, if you want to spend the money, you can go ahead and do that. And this is probably the only time we'll do this for this game, because I mean for any kind of let's play, because you know, I was kind of falling into the rabbit hole, but then as I started playing, I didn't notice that much of a big deal. So I was like, well, it was kind of fun to dream about, you know, playing my. Like the idea was to like, oh, I'm gonna play all my old consoles, and that's how I'm gonna live stream. Like, that's how I started the whole live stream or making videos here on YouTube. First, I got all this junk of, you know, Scart cables and the adapter, and I thought that was the only way I was gonna be able to live stream and make videos on YouTube of old consoles. Turns out I ended up emulating like the arcade games. Oh, the arcade games are, I guess that's kind of like, okay, I have to emulate them because I don't have arcade cabinets or anything like that. But when it comes to like the Genesis, come on, like the Atomic Robo Kid video I did, it's that's emulated. What else? Okay, that's the only Genesis one I've done, I guess. But you get the point. Really, it's, you know, it's all about what you are willing to spend and if you really care that much, like honestly, whatever. So I probably dragged this way too long, but here we go. After this, you're just gonna see me like the normal setup, like in the corner of the screen, myself and the gameplay. But the gameplay will be made with this whole setup. This is the setup. I just wanted you to see the setup. And I'll just go ahead and turn it on for you. I already cleaned this up real nice and tested it out beforehand, so you know, just to not be fumbling with I even like tested out the controllers as well, like this. Oh, and here we go, we're gonna be playing with the OG controllers, though I do have some weird joysticks and 6-button controllers, but come on, it's Sonic. You don't need anything more complicated than this. Man, I love this controller. I still love it. It's like nice and big, because usually if you grab a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo controller, they're kind of small, but these are pretty big and nice. Probably the Sega fanboy talking here, but you know, it is what it is. Here we go. We're gonna turn this on, and you're gonna see right here on the screen. This is the screen I'm gonna be using. There it is. Whoa, okay, the lighting just went crazy. Sorry about that. It's, you know, the brightness of this thing. Yeah. This is it. Okay, I'm not kidding around. Yep, this was nice. Good. I do get a little bit of a delay, but it's alright. Okay. Let's cut to the chase. You know, let's just get on with the Let's Play. Thank you for watching this really detailed explanation of just basically I'm gonna be using the Genesis. Too long didn't read or didn't watch. Basically, I'm gonna be using a real Genesis for this Let's Play. Alright, see you guys in the real video. Hello everyone, welcome to a very special Let's Play of the best Sonic game ever made. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And okay, let's hope that stupid square gets out of the way. But anyway, it'll get out of the way pretty soon. Oh, what's going on? Button's not working. Weird. Okay. Minor technical difficulty. Sorry about that. Like I mentioned before, we're playing this on a real Sega Genesis. Just in case you skipped to the Let's Play part, but I kind of doubt it. But here it is. So we have here a few save files. Okay, so this is like a test I did before, a few tests I did before starting this. Let's start a new game. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, yeah, we got a few totally beaten games. I think these are my cousin's save files. This is what we're striving for. This is pretty awesome. So, okay, let's make a new file with, or just delete this one over here because, nah, we've got a new one right here. Okay, so, yeah, what can I say about this game? It's basically like classic Sonic, totally on steroids, because it's like you collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds, you turn into Super Sonic, and then you collect even more Chaos Emeralds after that. Here we go. Now, what I love about this game as well, there's a lot to love. See, we just got into a special stage here, and basically you don't need 50 rings at the end of the stage to, or basically you don't need 50 rings at any point in this game. Like, unlike Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, which require like 50 rings to get inside the special stages. But I will say these special stages aren't as good as the ones in Sonic 2. They are sometimes pretty confusing, and one little mistake and you can really, well, I guess also in Sonic 2 that was the case, but this pseudo 3D gets a little annoying after a while, especially when they start speeding up like this. So what this perfect is that it basically means we got all the rings we can possibly get. It's basically for points, really. Back when points kind of mattered. So yeah, the goal is to get all the spheres, all the blue ones. The red ones take you out of there. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a ton of fun, really. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing. This will be the only time we do this recorded. I don't know how far I'll get here, but the next ones will be live streamed. I like doing live streams because, you know, like, I love it when people come over and we start chatting, and, you know, I love the interaction, you know, which is basically what, you know, why I started this, the whole channel, because I wanted people to, you know, to talk to about games and all that stuff, all that good stuff. I kind of like the music of Sonic 3 a little better, I think. And coincidentally, I think that's the one, I think Michael Jackson had something to do with it. Yeah, so here are like, these are, oh crap. This is a special stage that really, all it is just to collect rings and stuff like that. There's no Chaos Emerald here. Get some 1-ups. Yeah, let's get out of here. We don't really need to keep going that much. Okay, so we got another special stage over here. I don't know where all of them are in this game. Oh, what the hell? What? Okay, what the hell's going on? Okay, this is totally weird. Ah, alright. Yeah, what the hell? Okay. What I was dreading about doing this on a real Sega Genesis is that I did clean up the system and the controllers a bit, but honestly, you can never, you know, as I've come to learn, pretty much learn with collecting old consoles, is that nostalgia can really be, you know, something like somewhat of a double-edged sword, because, you know, you want to collect, you want to relive the classics and all that, but what if you're not careful and just buy any, you know, system that, you know, you find and you don't do your research, you're more likely to pretty much buy something that's not that good. A lot of people did not take care of their systems. So you'll not only will you get them dirty, but even though even if you clean them up real good, sometimes they're just not the same as they used to, you know? I'm pretty lucky right now. Whoa, crap! Ah, son of a... Okay. Damn. I spoke too soon. What I was gonna say is that the controls are perfect. And somehow, I don't know if... Yeah, and you know what? I think that was on me. I kinda slipped there. I could have blamed the controllers, but no, I think I did it. No, oh man, this is awesome. I can't wait for Sonic Mania because they're bringing back the shield upgrades, like this one, the electric one that lets you double jump as Sonic. I know there's some water coming up, so that's why I grabbed the water one. Lets you breathe underwater. Pretty cool. And lets you do this weird bounce. I guess you can jump higher? Yeah, you do get some air. There we go. Good old... a freebie here. Okay, so we're on the next one. Yeah, I totally messed up the other one because... I mean, I've been doing pretty good so far with the special stages, but... it's been a while since I used the proper Sega Genesis controller, so I'm pretty sure that was on me. It wasn't the game. I mean, it wasn't the controller screwing up. But yeah, people didn't take care of their controllers or their systems back in the day, or ever. So you kind of want to buy from people you know treated them well, you know, clean them up, or at least clean them up now that they're selling them, you know. Okay, now things are getting pretty tough. Screw the rings. Screw the perfect. No, I can't help myself. I need to try to get that perfect. Oh, see right there, you needed to skip some other ones before that. Whatever. Yeah, alright. I think this is like the first Sonic game that actually had kind of like a story. Because... oh, turned the wrong way. Whatever. And I guess the story, you'll probably see it till we get, you know, farther into the game. Because it's really, like, really it's nothing too spectacular, you know. Boing, boing. Boing, 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 boing. Nope. Screw the checkpoint. Alright. Boom. Yeehaw. Aha, another special stage. Last one of the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to get a perfect anytime soon. So let's, you know, who cares? I mean, really, all it is, it's for points, and points give you continues and more lives. And really, we ain't gonna need none of that. Oof. Yeah, I never liked these that much. I mean, they're alright, but I don't hate them too much. See, we're doing good. We're doing good. Even with the old Genesis controller, you know? It's still pretty responsive. Oh. That speed up almost got me. But nope. I say this because the Super Nintendo, I have a Super Nintendo here, and if you're new, I guess, to the channel or whatever, but you know, a cousin of mine, my best friend, passed away, sadly. I hate to keep bringing him up, but it's kind of hard, you know? It happened last year, and anyways, he, obviously, it's not like he died pretty young. He was my age, so it's not like he left any kind of will or anything like that, saying, "Oh, if you know, if I'm not around, I'd like to give my good friend Eder my Super Nintendo." No, I kind of just, you know, I asked my aunt if I could take it, and obviously, well, she said yes. But anyways, sad story aside, you know, he did take good care of it as much as he could, but you know, he wasn't really he wasn't pretty big on collecting, and you know, he was all about getting the newest stuff, though not to the point of forgetting the classics, obviously. But it's not like he spent, you know, if he was around, he wouldn't be buying Scart Cables for playing his old Genesis, you know? He'd be just like, oh, I'll download some new version of the game or something. So, what was I going with all this? I have no idea. Sometimes I just start a conversation and just totally forget what I was talking about. So yeah, that was another special stage just for ranks and stuff. Oh, I love the fire shield. It's so cool. I love that, like, you turn into a freaking Hadouken. Oh, I remember. So the point is, he had, you know, I now have his Super Nintendo, and I tried playing it. I cleaned it up as much as I could. I actually replaced some pins, some connector pins, because that's usually what gets pretty screwed up about retro consoles. You know, when you put in the cartridge, like these two, like the pins on the controller, I mean on the cartridge and on the console come together, and that's how it works. So they get kind of, oh hey Robotnik, I kind of just ignore you pretty much because I've got the fire shield. Yeah, he just can't do anything, can he? Because he's just fire. Kind of anticlimactic, but the music's pretty good. So I did a lot of work on it, but the thing is that the controllers are now kind of the problem. The system works just fine, but what's kind of screwed up about his Super Nintendo is the controllers now. You know, a lot of years, a lot of sweat. You know, when you play, your hands kind of sweat, and that sweat, well, doesn't stay in your hands. It actually, I know it's kind of sick kind of gross, but it goes straight into your controllers. And sweat and dirt combined, you know, make like a muddy substance. And yeah, that stays on your controllers. I just ruined controllers for you. Sorry. But bottom line, just take care of your stuff. If you can, give it a little clean. A little clean goes a long way. No, none of that. No drowning. Unless we get hit by these spiky guys. Did I mention I hate water levels? Yep. I mentioned it in the first Let's Play of... Well, actually, on my Sonic 1 Let's Play. That yes, I hate water levels, and I think they're disgusting and bad. Nothing good could come of it. Oh, whoops. Why am I going back? Because I think there's a special stage over here. Nope. No, there isn't, I think. Nope, never mind. There ain't no special stage. Damn. Whoa. That was close. Ah, no, I don't like this one. Too much damn luck involved. I'm out of here. And it reminds me of stupid Sonic 1. Stupid ass controls. It's terrible special stages in Sonic 1. I hate them. The only thing I'm noticing about... actually, it's pretty specific to this system. In terms of Scart video quality. A lot of people either want, well, just in retro games or systems, I think there's two things you can want out of the video quality. Is that you could either want chunky pixels, like for it to look, you know, kind of like how it used to look like back in the day, or you can go, hey, what the hell? Ah, I didn't get a special stage here. Oh well. You could either want the chunky pixels, the way it used to look like, or, you know, smooth, like for it to not look that chunky. And I'm noticing that when I move, anything that's moving kind of gets smoothed out, like gets, you know, it looks better. But if you stand still, chunky. Move, smooth. Oh, really? You're gonna do that? That's right. Nope. Glitched that out. We'll probably play this level and the next. Ah, I thought I was gonna get that box. Whoops. And then we'll call it a day, and you know, start editing this. Hopefully it won't take too long. Nice. Yeah, this is a, you know what? I might actually, after playing this, I might actually bust out the Sega Genesis or just leave the Genesis out here. Because this is this is playing really good. I actually am surprised, to be honest. Like, I thought this was gonna be kind of laggy and not play perfectly, but I'm not noticing any lag at all. Like this, it's probably the blast processing, really. Nah, just kidding. Blast processing, come on. I totally believe that blast processing thing as a kid. I was like, yeah, man, the Sega Genesis has blast processing. What the hell are you? Didn't you see the commercial? Like, what are you, stupid? Whoa. Oh man, the Sega. I might edit in some Sega Genesis commercials here or there because they're just so damn funny. Um, Even the one for this game, I remember it was like these elves, like Santa's helpers or whatever, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we quit working for the fat man," meaning Santa, because they had the idea for this game and Santa shot them down. It's so stupid, so 90s, I love it. They're like, and we sold the whole thing to Sega. And Sega bought it and made this game. Nah, they didn't say that, but I added that last part. Man, we ain't getting no special stages. What the hell's going on? Not finding them, probably. I'd actually... Whoa, okay, there was definitely one back there. I'd like to see... like, check out a guide or something to see where they're all at, just for curiosity, really. Okay. This is a weird one. It's one of those that you have to find them or something. It's not like a straight up course or something. Yeah, if you want the perfect, this is the last part you want to go, probably. Okay, now it's time to get lost. So everything looks the same. God damn it. Oh, okay, jackpot. I feel like the more I turn, the faster it gets. Like, oh crap. Okay, these controllers, it's okay. I totally have proven that these controllers. Whoa, whoa. Okay, now it's just too damn fast. Nice, perfect. Yeah, this totally proves that these controllers are perfect, and everything's fine. Here it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You almost gotta like predict the turn. I can't even explain this, but before you know you gotta make the turn, you just push the button, and the time it takes you to actually press the button and for Sonic to actually turn, like the gap, the delay works in your favor, you know. It's like you can anticipate, oh, okay, I know I'm gonna turn 2 squares from now, so I gotta push the button right now. It's like, it's really weird, really hard to explain without having you actually play the game, but trust me, it's kind of like a pro technique, if you want to call it that. Don't want to sound like a snob, Sonic snob here, but that's, you know, that's a pro tip, you know. You want to get good at Sonic, you come to me. Whoa, whoa. I thought there was one back there, but maybe. I think this is the moment. Well, actually, no. Actually, all the way in Sonic 2 is when they, with the special stages, they started. I feel like Sega and Sonic Team were like always thinking ahead in terms of like, oh no, like in Sonic 2, like the special stages, you know, like it looks like 3D. Like I feel they've always thought, you know, games are gonna be 3D someday. We better, you know, do something, you know, like make Sonic look 3D in the special stages and fool people into thinking, you know, it's 3D. Or like CDs are gonna be the next big thing, and they made the Sega CD. They were always trying to like jump ahead, you know, they were trying to outdo everyone. But man, that was some risky practice, you know, like if right now I said, oh, next big thing is gonna be, damn, flying cars. Which I hope they would be, but I ain't gonna make a flying damn car. It's gonna take $1 billion to make. And that was pretty much Sega's downfall, actually. Hate to be all downer on Sega when I'm playing their best Sonic game yet. Okay, here. Here, at some point, they're gonna, yeah, close off like that. And okay, there's really 28 of them, and I already did perfect. Gotta be real careful here. Don't wanna, as RuPaul would say, don't fuck it up. Oh, there goes the PG rating. Ah, yes, so satisfying. We got only 2 more to go, and you know, getting the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic games, well, at least these games where you get to turn into Super Sonic and become invincible. I mean, it's satisfying to do. Like, I love the struggle of getting the Chaos Emeralds, and I love the reward. The reward is amazing. You get to turn into Super Sonic, and you're invincible, and all that. You know, of course, you gotta keep 50. You gotta get 50 rings, and you know, you gotta keep rings on you, and you know, your rings deplete pretty much. But at the same time, it kind of makes the game too easy. But sure, they try to implement some, you know, measures to have you, oh crap, you know, not exploit that, but it's just, you know, whoa, crap. Okay, this got pretty tough. Finally, a challenge. And it had to come from a water level. Yeah. Oh, come on, die already. Like I said, this might encourage me to bust out the Sega Genesis more often. Like I might play, say, Contra Hardcore on the Genesis. Again, because I think that's such a special game. I really like that game, but and it doesn't get the love it deserves, honestly. Like, and also my policy with, you know, my policy so far when it comes to like what version or how I'm gonna play the game for the channel is, okay, first, what's the easiest way I can, you know, play it? Say it's, okay, say here, for example. Obviously the best way, my main machine is the PC, so the easiest way for me would be to, you know, play it on a PC. But okay, but we don't want to just flat out emulate it, so do I own a digital copy? That's the next question. And if I don't have one for the PC, then where do I have a digital copy? You know, I want to be as legit as possible, without falling into the trap of like, yeah, we want to be super legit. We're gonna bust out the Atari Jaguar and we're gonna play some Doom on it. Like, no, no, I'm not gonna do that ever. Okay, special stages, come on. Ouch. What, there's one here? Nope. Nope. No special stage. See, again, 3D stuff. There's like 3D stuff all over this game. The special stages are 3D. Sonic kind of looks more 3D. Like this is the game that where Sonic gets like a redesign. And it's pretty cool. I like it. Though I know Jeff Gertzman from GiantBomb.com utterly hates this redesign. I have no idea why, but he does. Come on, get up there. He says this is like when Sonic got terrible, blah blah blah, and only because of this stupid redesign. Like, who cares? Really? No special stage? Come on. Ah. Ouch. Ah. Yeah, I'm not too fond of these discs here. I even have on physical, I have a Kid Chameleon, a really cool Genesis game that I've seen some YouTubers play lately. Oh, we need a disc. God damn. Really? You're gonna go ahead and do that? You annoying son of a bitch. Oh, I think there was a special stage back there. I keep saying I see special stages. Oh no, there's no way I'm getting back up there. Special stage? No. Alright. Come on, special stage. You know you want to give me one. Nope. Nope, no special stage. God damn. Yeah, this reminds me of Sonic 2 pretty much. The boss from Mystic Cave, I think it is. Yeah, Mystic Cave. Yeah, let's get on with it. Whatever. Oh yeah, good times with this game. Oh, I love this. Quack. Like, what's the point of it? I don't know. It just looks cool. Whoever thought of that that's probably what they were thinking. Ah, Robotnik already? That's probably what they were thinking. Okay, we're gonna make Sonic grab onto this ring attached to a rope that's gonna like pull him like cliffhanger style, and oh, son of a bitch. And it's just gonna look really cool. Ah. But what's the point of it, sir? To look cool, goddammit. Don't you know what cool is? No! You're fired! Get out of here. Oh, come on. Ah, nope. Okay, no. How about instead of going down, we go up here? Getting kind of sleepy here. Didn't call it the all-nighter channel for nothing, folks. Okay, be that way. Man, I'm pretty sure I already skipped a bunch of special stages. Ah, that was cheap. But I don't know where they're at, so... Yep. Ah, I bet there was something down there before. Nice, finally, found one. That's probably my my only weakness in this game. I don't know where the special stages are. I just kind of find them, you know. Ooh. Okay, don't get greedy. No, don't go for the oh, fine, I'll go for the perfect. I can't help it. I need to try to get that perfect. Oh, no. Ah, damn it. Ah, finally I find a special stage. I screwed up. Whoa. Just great. Is there one here? Nope, just death. Oh, the boss of this level is really cool. God damn, I bet there was something else over there. Sadly, it's cooler if you do it two-player, and you'll see why in a sec when I get to it, which I think is pretty soon. Well, I hope I think I'm recording now. Like, I haven't even checked if it's going good or not, but hey, here's hoping. Come on, special stage. Nope. Death once again. Oh, damn. Okay, that thing spits out an arrow. Got shot in the ass. Ooh. Pretty close. Got greedy. Got greedy again. Ah, okay, no, that was just cheap. I bet this was the only one that didn't have anything under it, but since it's the one I checked, it's the one that didn't have anything. What's this? Ah! Okay, that is really scary. Ah! Come on. Bet there's something good over here. Oh! Damn. Too slow. Ah, okay. I might apply some editing just to skip all this. Just like, I was gonna say Handsome Tom. No, Mythic Tom does for his Let's Plays. Like if he dies and he has to go all the way back, he will edit that part out and, you know, go back to where he left off. Ah, son of a bitch. Ooh, Handsome Tom. Man, that took me back. It's not that I think Mythic Tom is handsome. No, that's not the case. Handsome Tom was this dude on a little site you might have heard of called screwattack.com, also known as son of a bitch .com. It was probably one of the first internet dramas that ever occurred, at least that I can think of. What it was is these two guys started Screw Attack, and son of a bitch Craig. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I don't know what happened, but I don't know exactly what happened, but you know, Stuttering Craig made a deal with, I don't know, Game Trailers or something. I think he made the Game Trailers deal. They joined forces with Game Trailers, and like in that deal, Handsome Tom was just like a regular old content creator, like nothing that much special, you know. But he was like a fucking founder of Screw Attack. Like he wasn't just some whatever dude, you know. He wasn't some goddamn intern or anything like that. So I don't know. It was basically I bet it was all about just the money, you know. He probably didn't get paid enough. He didn't like, you know, what he was gonna get paid to be part of the new Screw Attack under Game Trailers. So yeah, they had a falling out, and well, you probably know who Stuttering Craig is, but you probably don't know who Handsome Tom is at this point. I don't think, like, I'd be surprised if like 20 or 10% of the people at Screw Attack right now, as in the audience, not obviously the, you know, the people working there, know who Handsome Tom is. So this is the boss fight that I think is really cool because you get, you know, tails, unique tails to, oh, whoops, to kind of pick you up and, you know, oh, to hit Robotnik here. So usually someone else is controlling Tails and, you know, player 1 Sonic. But here you just control Tails with the D-pad. Whoa. Ah, son of a bitch. Tails, come on. What the hell? Whoa, no. And the fun part of it being 2-player, it's like, you know, you tell the other guy, hey, like to the left, oh, to the right, you know, you're kind of directing him. Ah, crap. Son of a bitch. Okay, this is definitely our last level. Kind of getting kind of tired here. It's 1:30, pretty late. Yeah, I remember I was devastated when the whole screw attack thing happened. You know, screw attack was never the same. Then Handsome Tom made his own thing that was nowhere near as popular as screw attack. Oh, okay, he dead. Yeah, they made this thing called the Game Heroes. It was practically screw attack. It was like, you know, the same old game reviews, blah blah blah. You know, they had some cool E3 coverage, but you know, no, it wasn't the same. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop, and I'll see you guys next time, where we will just jump straight into the Let's Play. You know, we won't have the intro with the whole thing, and it's actually gonna be a live stream, so watch out for that. And you know, I'm probably gonna hop on Twitch and right now and do some League of Legends. See ya. Yeah, Sonic is impatient. He wants to keep going, but no, we can't keep going. No, stop. We're not gonna keep going. No.